put them in a tent there and see if they can. Actually, the thought pattern we were having, he's looking, look how he's looking at me.
I know where you're going.
We always get complaints because we don't have enough for that age group, 13 through 15 to do, or 16. And, we've tried different things. It just has never worked. We tried it off site. We did it once up to Lutheran Church. It didn't work. We've done it other locations. It didn't work. So my thought was to take the tent where we had the arts, and put this kind of stuff in there for them to do. And actually, since it's right next to the stage area where the band plays, we could actually maybe stick a speaker over there, throw down a dance floor, and they could have their own area, that type of thing, see if that would work. So that's kind of been my thought pattern and where we're going with that. Let's see how it goes. But the festival but this is the 11th year. It's been very successful. The only real bad financial outcome we had was the first year, and that was my fault. And I ordered some real stupid stuff. So I ordered $10,000 or 10,000 bottles of logoed water. And I had 9,900 left at the end.
This is true.
Pretty close.
There was a lot to move.
There was a lot to move, and I ended up making some hellish deals to some nonprofits in town. So, but that was the only bad year. Other than that, it's been good. And it usually depends on the weather, but even the bad weather we've had, the one time it was raining so bad that and there was a lightning strike, and all the band stuff went out, and it was out for a good 30, 40 minutes. And it was kind of funny because the beer, where we sell the beer down at the end of the street, was on a generator. So we still had light. So all the people stayed in the band tents, and they said, "Look, it's a sign. There's light at the beer tent." So they thought it was an inspiration, and they were supposed to go drink. So they did. Anyway, the festival's a lot of fun, a lot of work, and we get a lot of people involved, and hopefully we take good care of the square. So hopefully you'll let us use it.
Thank you very much for all your work.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Was the art just not selling? Was that the
It wasn't selling, no. I'm not an art person, so I really couldn't tell you, but they didn't have many sales at all, so we're real excited about coming back.
Yeah.
And I think it was also the case too that there are a couple different people that were organizing it, because it was never part of the executive group runs the festival,
Right.
per se. It was a side group that did it. They've kind of fizzled and said that they just wouldn't have the time or this year.
Yeah.
I know they've tried a couple things the last few years, and it just didn't work out. What it comes down to is most of the vendors weren't getting many sales, and so it's tough to get vendors back because they're not selling. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I used to teach high school, and most high school dances involve lots of people standing around it. Is the gym. So I don't know if that helps you in that decision making, but
Yeah, I don't know what works with kids. It's hard to tell, but people tell me we need to give it a try at something again, and so we'll do that and see what happens. And
has there been any conversation with talking to the churches and like their youth groups and planning something, and maybe even have the kids plan it?
well,
I don't know how big the youth
the first
groups are
one we
here in
did
town,
up at the
but-
church, we did call the kids in and tried
Did you?
to do it that way, but again, it
Still didn't catch up.
didn't work.
I know Lakeside charged
The inflatables.
And I think July 19th is the first postseason high school baseball game that night.
We run into that every year.
Yeah, every year.
We tend to get karaoke, depends on where the game's at. We see people showing up around 9 o'clock. But yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
every year, Saturday nights, it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, there is no good night. It's just
No, I
the
get
best
that. Yeah.
night you can do, and
Yep.
you roll it and see what happens. So the biggest thing is, like I said, the weather and trying to control the mayor. Did I say that? Thank you. Any other questions?
Okay, is there a motion to approve the use of the town square for the Four Seasons Festival?
Go ahead.
I'll motion to.
I'll second.
All right, motion carried. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carried. Tree board report.
It's been a long time since I've seen you all, and I've missed your company. We didn't have a meeting in March. Looking back on the February minutes, I missed the meeting, and the report was that the trees were frozen. I'm pleased to report the trees are thawing out. Finally, we're out of winter, so the trees are getting happy. Phil Jensen, the right-hand man of the Arbor League and on the tree board, we attended the Shade Tree Short Course in Ames in February, and we had the opening session was on lions and tigers and bears, jumping worms, spotted lanternflies, and gypsy moths. So we learned all about invasive bug species. We also learned about when a good plant goes bad, lessons learned from the calorie pear. Learned about the tree species that have gone bad, things that we thought were good turned out to be a bad decision. That's a big discussion. Tree preservation during development and construction, pulling out stuck equipment, that was kind of for my own benefit. Stem girdling roots, about trees and stem girdling and return of investment on health urban trees, a real good session, and obviously there's a lot of benefits to healthy urban trees. So it was an excellent session. Phil and I got a lot out of it. A lot of that comes back to benefit the city. Phil and I unwrapped the trees at the K Park today from deer wrap, and we're looking at our spring projects. We haven't fully determined yet. That's the extent of the tree. And I saw Holly at the tree at the Straight Shade Tree Short Course. It was an excellent program.
Right, staff report.
We are collecting plastic bags again this month, so spread the word, bring in plastic bags so we can hopefully win that, earn that bench. So
How many pounds did we collect last year, remember?
I don't remember off the
I
top
should
of
have
my head.
asked you before the meeting.
Yeah.
We did well last year.
We did do very well
Yeah.
last year, but we still didn't do good enough. I think Almond won.
Almond did 2 years ago. I
Yeah.
don't remember who got it.
I think they won last year again too.
What is it actually?
It's a plastic bag swap. So you bring in as many plastic bags as you can, and then while supplies last, we have a recycle bag that we'll give you. And just trying to collect as many bags as we possibly can. So.
And do they recycle the
Yeah.
plastic bag?
And then if the winner gets a bench that's made out of recycled materials. So we really want to win.
Yeah.
Really, really so.
Does Fairway and you coordinate then?
Last year, Fairway helped us out. I'm hoping that they do the same again this year.
Start getting a lot of bags here for too long.
Yes.
When is the end date for that?
I believe it's through the end of this month.
Yeah, it just started. I know they just
Mhm.
kicked off.
Yep, we just got the boxes on
This
Friday.
program through Metro Waste. So it's working myself.
Public Works report.
Just started working on the parks here in the last couple of weeks. The bathrooms have been open and activated. They're on the cleaning schedule, starting April 1st with our cleaning company. And hauled Little Rock out of the sports complex. And I don't know, they probably should be ready to practice on, I would think. The fields get dry. So other than that, the fountains, we won't activate until the end of April. We still got a lot of cold weather left, so we'll leave those alone for now, but everything else is going well.
Michelle? commission report.
I got some. In case the commission doesn't. Commission go first, then I can go after that. What's that?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Anything? All right. No, actually, I'm here. So I went to planning and zoning meeting a couple weeks ago, whenever that was. Just kind of give an update on what's going on around here. Some of you probably saw, maybe you didn't. Our city administrator, Mr. Gary Mahana, retired effective the 1st of March. So we're currently in between city administrators right now. So we're working on a replacement. Don't really have a timeline as of yet. This is a process that takes quite a long time. I would anticipate it'll take all of this calendar year. We'll hopefully have it done before then. But it's by all accounts, it's a 6-month process. So we're looking right now at possible interim candidates, and then we'll from there hire a search firm. Says that anything that we can do in-house. Process just takes the process takes. So anyway, so we'll see what happens as the process continues. We'll have, I think when we get down to the finalists and when we get down to like 3, we'll have some sort of a open house, public can come in and meet them. Boards and commissions will be encouraged to come, meet he or she, whoever it may be. And then we'll kind of go down from there and figure out who the finalists will be. So again, our hope is to have something done by the end of the year. If we can make it happen sooner, we will. But with this important of a position, what we don't do is just rush something through. So right now, staff's doing a great job, right?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely.
I know they are doing. They're doing a wonderful job, and they're keeping the wheels on the bus right now. We're doing a good job with that. And so again, we'll probably get an interim position in here sometime soon. Talk to a couple people on that, and then get the search firm and get going. Not a direct impact to you guys, but just let you know what's going on, just in case anybody is asking or talking.
I do have.
Yeah.
It's for Ken. I didn't know that if it would be a good idea since a lot of construction's going on in the city, a lot of tree removal of our old oak species. That's really disturbing, kind of sad. But if we could think about something like a pamphlet to tell the people what trees to plant and what not to plant, like you said, the cow pear is really invasive. And the burning bush, and you got your autumn blaze maple, of those too many monoculture trees, if that would be a good idea or something to talk about, then the city of, if they're looking to plant something in their yard, would be a good option.
The closest thing we have, Holly, is the street tree list, and we don't really have anything regarding planting within the yard, but I agree with what you're saying, that there are invasive species out there that could be easily planted into the yard and well to avoid it. Putting a list together as to good trees, bad trees might be a good recommendation.
Yeah.
As well. I'll maybe take your input on that and get with a couple of people.
Yeah. I love that.
I know that, as you say, with growth, there's a lot of trees going away. Place trees are good. So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We brought this up at the P&Z meeting as well due to another development that's coming on or going to be coming down the line. But just, you guys may not be aware of it, but tree board, city staff, engineering, everybody worked through this. But in March of 2018, we actually did adopt a new tree ordinance that is very specific as far as what is taken out, what is replaced, what is put back, landscaping, et cetera, et cetera. So we did spend, probably the better part of a year addressing that and putting a stricter tree ordinance in place. Although we already had one, we did put a stricter one in place. So at least with the new developments that are coming in, they do have to at least follow that new ordinance.
I mean, we are the same tree.
We are.
So.
Thank you. And yeah, the new tree ordinance is much more comprehensive than the old ordinance. But again, for the most part, it addresses right-of-way plantings with some general recommendations. We don't really have a lot to say, so can't.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's good information to put out there. Yep.
All right, a motion to adjourn.
A motion.
We'll adjourn until May 6th.
thought in that new ordinance there was some sort of what the
Remember, if you find any curbing boys for me, let me know.
Well, if you're having a hard time, I'll probably.
you probably